Hi, my brother. How you doing, my man?
I'm good. I'm good. What's your religious background?
Used to be a Christian, Abrahamic religion,
Mm-hmm. What do you know?
and mm, free-minded.
Free-minded. All right, man. So the topic of the live is that Jesus in the Bible claims to be God. Do you agree with that, or do you disagree with that?
I disagree with that, man.
All right, no problem. So I'll give you an argument, okay? I'll ask you a question. Do you believe that one quality of God is that He knows all things?
I don't believe. I know that he doesn't know anything.
Wait. So you gotta listen to me though. Do you believe that if a quality of God is that He knows all things? Do you agree with that?
No, I do not.
So you don't believe that a quality of being God is that He knows all things?
Uh, if there should be, or if there is a God, he should know all things. But the God that they talk about in the Bible does
Wait.
not
So you
know all things, and I
so
have
you do it.
proof.
So you
And I
do
have
it. So
proof
you
for
do
that.
agree that if there is a God, He would know all things. You agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I show you in the Bible then that Jesus claims to know all things, then he
Jesus
would be
or God,
claiming
I
to
don't
be
I don't
God.
get it. Like
Well,
Jesus is the
you
Son,
gotta just
right?
listen to me. You gotta listen to me.
Okay,
If I show
I'm
you
with them.
if I show you in the Bible that Jesus claims to know all things, that would be Jesus claiming to be God, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll answer your question about Jesus being the Son of God, but I'll show you first in the Bible Jesus claiming to know all things. Okay.
Okay, sure.
All right. This is John chapter 16, and I'm going to read verse 29 and verse 30. Verse 29 to 31. The Bible says, Jesus' disciples said, "Look, now you're speaking plainly and not using any figurative language. Now we know that you know everything and don't need anyone to question you. By this we believe that you came from God." Jesus responded to them, "Do you now believe?" So you see how his disciples say that you know everything, and Jesus says it took you that long to believe. So this would be an example of Jesus claiming to be God, claiming to know all things. Do you see that?
Yeah.
All right. So then this would be an example where Jesus claims to be God. Do you agree with that?
But I do not. I don't know if it's offended to you that I do not believe anything in the Bible because it's very contradictory,
I'm not.
actually.
Listen, brother. I'm not asking today. Today's topic is not about if you believe in the Bible. Today's topic is just for you to be
Yeah.
honest. Like the topic is Jesus claims to be God in the Bible. So I showed you a
Yeah, yeah.
verse where He says that He knows
Yeah.
all things. So I'm asking if that's Him
Okay.
claiming to be God.
Do you want me to show you another verse that Jesus or God is claiming that he doesn't know it all as well?
Before you bring me to another verse, you have to be honest with what I brought you, right? So I
Yeah,
brought you
I'm honest
I
with you.
brought you so listen, I brought you a verse where Jesus' disciples tell him, we now know that you know all things. And Jesus says, it took you that long to believe? So Jesus says, yes, you're right, I know all things. So I'm asking you, South Beach, be honest with the text. According to this verse I just read, is Jesus claiming to know all things? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right, beautiful. So then this would be a passage in the Bible where Jesus claims to be God. Can you at least admit that? And then we can go to your verse. Can you at least be honest and say that this is a
Yeah.
passage? All right, beautiful.
Yeah, that's the perfect.
All right. So you had mentioned about Jesus being the Son of God, right?
No, that's your claim.
Okay. Well, what did you want to say? You said you want to bring me to another passage.
Okay, Jesus know all things, right? What was the verse again?
John 16, 29 to 31.
So if he know all things, he don't need to, like, he's omnipotent, omnipresent, he's everywhere. So he knows everything, right? He don't need to verify anything again, right? Because he knows everything, right?
He knows everything. He knows all things according to his
Perfect.
divine
So
mind.
in Genesis 18, 20 to 21, I'll read it out for you. I will go down and see whether they have done altogether according as I orchestrated. That has to come to me. And if not, I will know. Does that apply to you that he doesn't know everything? He needs to go and verify and check?
Yeah, so when you read these verses where God says, I will go down to see, what this is what we call anthropomorphic language. Is God showing his relation to judgment? Do you know what anthropomorphism is?
No, we're talking about the all-knowing part now.
Right.
There's a lot of other
Do
contradictions. Let's
you
focus
know
on the all-knowing.
Do you know what anthropomorphism means, brother?
No, I don't know. You can educate me on that. We're just talking about the all-knowing part now.
Y'all let me speak. I'm responding to your question. So your question was, if God is all-knowing, then he doesn't need anyone to verify anything to him. However, in Genesis 18, God tells Abraham that he has to go down to see if what they have done justifies the cry that has come up to him, and if not, he will find out. So it seems that God needs to verify information about what's happening in Sodom and Gomorrah. Is that your question? Like, what if he's all knowing? Why does he have to go and verify?
It seems logically, it seems like a lack of knowledge for an omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent being.
Right.
In normal English terms.
So what I'm telling you is that this is an example of anthropomorphism. Have you ever heard that term before?
No. Can you tell me what it is, please?
No problem. So anthropomorphism, I'll give you the dictionary definition. Anthropomorphism is when you attribute human characteristics or behavior to a god, an animal, or an object. For example, if you say like your dog is talking, that's anthropomorphism. Like the dog can talk, or the dog is sad. These are like human properties, human characteristics that are applied to something that's not human, like God, an animal, or an object, for example. So, South Beach, when God says in Genesis 18 that he has to go down to see what's happening, to see if the cry is warranted, this is anthropomorphic language. It's God speaking after the manner of men. So what God is saying is essentially that he will judge the people before he enacts justice. It's an example of God talking about his judgment for justice. That God tests his people to see their heart, to reveal their heart. So God is speaking in this manner so that he can show that he's going to enact justice in Sodom and Gomorrah. Does that make sense?
I don't know if we should be honest with each other. I don't know if this verse contradicts the all-knowing verse that you brought up earlier. Does it or does it not?
No, because...
Do you know who is an omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient being?
The verse that I brought does not contradict this.
It's like, because I'll show you something. It's like you have a CCTV.
Do you want me to answer?
I just want to give a contemporary real life example. It's like you have a CCTV.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let me talk a little bit.
Go ahead.
It's like you. What country are you in the USA?
Canada. Go ahead.
Okay, Canada, perfect. Let's say you have a CCTV on your penthouse in Dubai, okay, and the CCTV actually works, okay, and then definitely you're in control, right? And then all of a sudden you still have to come down to the penthouse in Dubai to just verify stuff that you can just look it over on your CCTV. Does it make any, like, that's real life comparison? Does this make sense to you, brother?
Right. So you said if I have a CCTV and I see, like, let's say, I'll give it an example similar to what you said. I see a fight happening.
And you monitor everything.
Right. I monitor everything. And let's say I see a fight happening. And I say, I will go down to see if what I see on the TV is true. You're saying that makes sense, right?
No, that contradicts the all-knowing part that you brought up earlier.
Libiano Ibn Avery, you could say that, just don't spam, all right? Like, be respectful, don't spam. So you could post that in the chat if you want. I'm not going to mute you, just don't spam, all right? That's DTM, you're doing too much. All right. You're doing too much, gang. Avery Ibn Liviano, join the stage, man. Why just spamming in my chat? Double tap the screen and join the stage. Until then, you're muted. Hush up, boy. Yeah. Sorry. So as I said, the reason God would go down is that he can show that his judgment is just because he has tried the guilty before he enacts justice. That's why I'm saying it's anthropomorphic language. So what I'm saying, South Beach, is that it's not literal. What I'm saying is when God says, I will go down, he's not being literal. He's not literally saying that he will walk down to Sodom to see. What he's saying is that he will judge them and then give them a punishment that's due to what they did. That's what he means by I will go down and see if what I've heard is if the cries have come up to me, if they're legit. Because God is going to judge them before he gives them a punishment. That's what God's saying.
Definitely going down is the same because you guys like to speak in context. Because right now we speak normal English, and now you guys want to put it in context. So going down is synonymous to investigating, right?
Yes, going down is synonymous to investigating.
So why will you?
It's not investigating like he doesn't know, but it's that he's judging them. That's what I mean.
Let's say verifying. This going down, is it synonymous to verifying or investigating?
It's synonymous to judging. That he's going to judge them and then give them a punishment.
Investigating or verifying.
I gave you my answer. You have to deal with it, brother. He's going to judge them. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so doesn't that contradict the all-knowing pride of his?
No, because
why does he need to go down?
Right.
Why does he need to go down when he can just stay wherever he is and just give a judgment?
Listen to me. I'm going to respond to what you said. Listen to me. The answer to what you said is that when God says he will go down, he's speaking in anthropomorphic language. He's speaking in, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. South Beach, don't cut me off, please. Okay. He's speaking in anthropomorphic language. So you could say figurative language because he's speaking after the manner of men. That in the same way that a man goes down to see if something is happening, that God will judge the people first before he enacts justice on them. That's why, for example, if I'll read you a commentary, it says here, I will go down. This language is used after the manner of men. These cities were to be made examples to all future ages of God's severity, and therefore ample proof given that the judgment was neither rash nor excessive. So God is speaking after the manner of men. He's speaking in anthropomorphic language to show that he will judge them properly and then give them a proper punishment for their wickedness. It's anthropomorphic language. Does that make sense? So he's not literally saying he's going to go down and see like he doesn't know, but he's saying he will judge them and then give them justice.
I'm muted. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm sorry. I was muted. I was talking, and the microphone was muted. So, moving forward, right? Do you want me to show you a few inconsistencies, or should we contradict the all-knowing part a little bit?
Not yet. I don't want you to show me anything. I want you to deal with what I said. So, do you understand how the verse? Do you understand how Genesis 18 is anthropomorphic language? Do you understand that?
Now I understand. Okay, perfect. And I have a perfect understanding. Thank you very much for teaching me about that. Okay, but moving down to Genesis 22.
One more thing. So you agree then that Genesis 18:21 is not a verse that shows that God does not know all things? You won't use this verse again.
I've never heard about ampliophobic. I'm gonna make a research about that. It's not in the Bible.
It is in the Bible. It's anthropomorphism.
Okay, thank you so much. That's what I'm saying. Thank you so much.
Laid out in the Bible.
I'm gonna make a research. Perfect. But the same thing, I want to give you a same. I don't know if it's still the amphrophobic word.
Anthropomorphic.
In Genesis 22 verse. Perfect. Thank you. I don't know if it's the same thing with Genesis 22 verse 12. When he said, now I know that you fear God after Abraham's test. So was he skeptical? If Abraham was going to do what he said? Because after that, he said, oh, now I know that you really fear me. So he never knew that Abraham feared him or would do as he asked.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still an amphrophobic? I don't know.
Anthropomorphic, that's what you mean. So,
Yeah.
I'll go to that verse. You're talking about Genesis 22, verse 12, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me read it real quick. Genesis 22:12, it says, "Then the angel said, 'Do not lay a hand on the boy or do anything to him. For now I know that you fear God, since you have not withheld your only son from me.'" So, when he says, "Now I know that you fear God," he's making a remark saying that Abraham has expressed his faith. It's not saying that God at this point has now learned something that he didn't learn before. What it's saying is that Abraham has expressed his faith. It's God's way of testing Abraham's character. Do you get what I'm saying?
So
I'll read here
like
before you respond. I'll read you a commentary so it can make a little more sense. I'll read. This is what it says. I'll read this for you. "Now I know that thou fearest God." This is the commentary. It says, "God knew it before, but now Abraham had given a memorable evidence of it. He need do no more. What he had done was sufficient to prove the religious regard he had to God and his authority. The best evidence of our fearing God is our being willing to honor him with that which is dearest to us, and to part with all to him or for him." So, when the angel says, "Now I know that you fear God because you have withheld your only son from me," you have not withheld your only son from me. What it's saying is not that God now learned this thing, but that God has now seen Abraham demonstrate that he fears God. He's seeing Abraham's demonstration of his love for God. So it's not God learning something. It's God expressing Abraham's revealing of his fear of God. It's God expressing that Abraham has now revealed how he fears God. Does that make sense?
perfect sense, brother. Thank you so much. You're very knowledgeable about these things. Thank you so much for enlightening me. So we'll just do the last one, and Jeremiah. This is a killer one. Jeremiah Jeremiah 19, verse 5. Listen. "They have built high places of Baal, something I did not recommend or mention, nor did it enter my mind."
Jeremiah what, sorry? What Jeremiah what?
Jeremiah 19, verse 5.
19 verse 5?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go there real quick. One sec. Okay, read what does it say?
"They have built high places of Baal, something I did not command nor mention, nor did it ever cross my mind."
Go ahead, sorry. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 19, verse 5. "They have built high places of Baal, something I did not command nor mention,
Yeah.
nor did it ever cross my mind."
Right. So what's the question on this verse?
No, we're still trying to counter the all-knowing. If he say he's all-knowing, how can they build a high place of Baal? And he's confirming and affirming that this is something that he never command and it never crosses his mind.
What he's saying is that
How?
when he says it never crossed, is he never entertained the thought, or it never crossed his mind, or did not arise in his heart. It's another anthropomorphic statement that God is saying he just said, "I've never commanded this." So he's saying it was never something I wanted you to do. That's the whole point of what he's saying. You just read it, brother. Something I have never
crossed his mind.
Right. Something I have never commanded or mentioned. So when he says it never crossed my mind, he's using it's a poetical term. Like, for example, saying I never thought of that. God is saying that's not something I even wanted you to do. He's saying it never crossed my mind because he's using anthropomorphic language, again, to say that it's not something that he wanted them to do. He did not want them to build altars for Baal. That's not what he wanted them to do.
So this to show that he never knew what was going on, right?
No, brother. Read the verse again. Read the verse again.
But we can always agree to disagree. You don't need to.
Brother, read the verse again. Read the verse again.
Jeremiah 19, verse 5. "They have built high places of Baal." Baal is a synonymous to Satan, right?
Baal is, yeah.
Something,
Go ahead.
yeah, something I did not command nor mention, nor did it ever cross my mind.
So you notice how he says it's not something I commanded or mentioned? So God is saying that he didn't tell them to do this. It's not something that he ever wanted them to do. That's why he says it never crossed my mind. It's not something I wanted them to do. Does that make sense? That's why he's saying I never mentioned it.
And if me and you, because me and you are contemporary people in the real life scenario, this is to show you that I don't wanna win an argument here. I'm not here to win on any argument. I'm just here to state facts.
So do you
We
understand? Do
both
you understand
know.
what I said?
I understand what you said, but you're not being real. You're not being honest with me.
All right, man. I think we've gone past the point of no return. Because if you're not willing to listen, then I can't keep on going with you.
Celebrating Jesus tonight, we sing praises.
We sing praises to our King, for he is the King of Kings. We sing praises to our King, for he is the King of Kings.
Everybody sing Jesus tonight. We sing praises.